charming Joe.
And we are here with another episode on Evolution of Us.
You like when I do? That's nice.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I was trying to try out something different. I thought that was gonna be cool. Joe.
Like, hilarious.
Sit down.
But as promised, we are here with part 2.
We are.
Yes. With our questions.
Yes.
We've been having some issues, honestly, with uploading our video.
Yes.
It's too long, so we've condensed it down this time. What is it? 16, question 16 through?
Well, just 30 minutes of content. So whatever question we get to, maybe from what I've seen, question 22 or 3 maybe. Mm-hmm. So somewhere around there is what we'll be.
Right.
And then we'll come back with part 3, and I'm pretty sure we'll need a part 4 after that as well.
Right.
Yep.
So let's get it. For those of you who don't know, we are Evolution of Us, and we come to you with multiple topics such as money, goals, relationships, family, a whole bunch of things, honestly, guys. Go watch our videos. Likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes.
So make sure y'all comment, y'all subscribe, and y'all please like our videos.
Yes.
Like, we're doing this for you guys.
Yes.
Put down in the description box what you guys want to hear from us.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to know about us?
Right.
And we're going to take and pull some of your questions and maybe even have some of you guys on the show.
That would be so nice.
Yeah.
And we want to be monetized, so
yes,
please help us get there.
Which is 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Which shouldn't be too hard.
Shouldn't be.
You know, y'all like us, right? We're cool, right?
Right. Yeah. We are. We're the best.
I know. But my favorite part of the show is loving you, baby. But we have to take a step back and make sure we love ourselves first, right?
We do, always.
So as we do, as you guys know, we're gonna take a shot because we love each other.
Cheers.
We love ourselves even more, right?
We do.
Mm-hmm. Woo! Strong water. I know, right?
You're so funny.
I don't think we did this with the last couple edits.
I don't think we did either.
I don't think so. Look at God. Sometimes he puts you back in a place you need to be.
So that you can do it right.
As opposed to where you'd rather be.
Right.
Ooh,
see? That's a word.
That's a word.
Come on now.
All right. Y'all ready?
I'm ready. Come on.
Question number 16. As you guys know, part 1 was questions 1 through 15. Question 16 says, what do you value most in a friendship?
What do I value most in a friendship?
Value most, the complete most.
I value when my friends check in.
Okay.
Like, just check in on me, just to make sure I'm alive, right? That shows me that you care and you just love me.
Right.
It doesn't have to be, hey, we're going out. You want to go to this festival? It's nice outside. We need to go to the pool.
Right.
I'm about to, get a bottle, whatever. Just, hey, how are you? How's your day? How's work? Do you need anything? Send a little meme, something. Checking in. Very important to me.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Totally agree with what you said. Like, please check in, see how I'm doing. And this whole, we're older now. Like, we have lives. Like, no, you don't. Because you make time for what you think is important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For a guy, somebody say, hey, we're going to the bar. I got these tickets to this Philadelphia game. You want to go? Like, you make time for that. Like,
you do.
It's a quick text, a quick phone call. Doesn't take much time. Do it. It means a lot. Trust me.
It does.
But what I value in a friendship most is having and lending a listening ear. I believe, especially because I'm a man, and I know as men we grow up thinking that sharing our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions is considered weak, and we're less than if we cry or if we sound like we're complaining. But I think when you get around that group, and I think if all of you guys understand that, and you start to ask, and also even amongst your friends, ask those meaningful questions like, hey, bro, how you doing mentally?
Right.
Not, what's up, bro? How you? No. That's very surface level. Really get to know how he's doing.
Yes.
And I want you to understand how I'm doing. I want that to be reciprocal.
Right.
Like, ask me the same questions back. I want to see what's going on during the week. Are you stressed about bills? I can't pay them for you, but just I want to know about them still. I still want to know.
Right.
I want to know how the kids are doing. I want to know how you are mentally when you're by yourself. 3 a.m. What are you thinking about? So I can better, I guess, sometimes suit and give you advice, but also people feel really good about themselves when they know that they're not the only ones going through something.
Yes.
So when I tell you, hey, bro, I was there, I had the same thought. We said Wednesday, man, it happened to me on Monday. You're like, for real, you lying? No, I'm serious. Like, it will put you in that space to be more comfortable to share. So trust me, having a listening ear and giving one goes a long way.
It does. I like those.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Question number 17 says, what is your most treasured memory?
Oh, my most treasured memory is when I was a kid.
Okay.
My dad had an RV, and we would drive up and down the East Coast.
Wow.
We would pick up my friend who lived in Smyrna, Georgia.
Shout out to Smyrna, Georgia.
Yes. We would go pick her up, hop back on 95. I mean, we would go to Disney World a couple times. We would go to the beach, different RV parks. We would swim. We would meet other kids. We would ride our bikes. We would try to make hula skirts out of leaves. I had a diary.
Oh, wow. I've seen that. I only have seen that in like a movie. Like a Hawaiian movie. Seriously. Wow.
I'm serious. We had I had a diary. We had a bunk above where my dad would drive. We'd be up there watching. We loved the movie Honey with Jessica Alba. So we would watch that over and over and over. I mean,
never seen it.
Those are treasured moments because I can't go back, you know. Those are treasured moments for me that I'll always remember.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, babe?
Well, I didn't have the whole, Princess and the Frog fairy tale childhood. I didn't have an RV. But I think my most treasured moment was when I got my first paycheck.
That's nice.
I was so like, dang, I exchanged my time for money. This is what it feels like to work for something.
Right.
And if you want to take it a step further than that, it's when I bought my first item, which that probably was some shoes or something. But I bought it with my own money. And I was like, dang, like, you can't take these off my feet, Mom. You can't take these off my feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bought these. These mine. You know what I'm saying? So when you come into a sense of ownership and adulthood, and I was like maybe like 16 and 15, 16 at the time, it was such a great feeling to understand and to know, like, dang, if I work hard enough, I can have anything I want.
I love that.
Yeah, so I think that was my first, my most treasured moment. That moment right there. Yeah.
Love it.
You love it?
I do.
All right, next question. 18. What is your most terrible moment? Because just like anything, you be high. Now they gotta bring you down with this question.
Right.
Like, Lord Jesus.
My most terrible moment.
Most terrible.
Well, I've had a lot of terrible moments, but just thinking about as being an adult, my most terrible moment, it was in this relationship when I lied to him.
Oh, I'm about to say.
A couple times, just little white lies. And little white lies can become, big lies. But it's such a terrible moment for me because it was in the beginning of our relationship. And when you're in the interim, even though you guys live together, you share things together, you're still figuring each other out. You're still learning each other. And it's just not good. It's never good. And then your partner doesn't want to trust you, So that was the most terrible moments for me.
Aww.
And, I'm forever sorry for those moments. I am. But, those are terrible moments.
I appreciate that.
Very terrible moments.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It took really a lot of you to take that on camera.
Yeah, well, I can
really
now.
Appreciate that.
I can now. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's what's up.
Very bad moments. But what about you?
Cut this episode short.
No, for real. What about you?
So my most terrible moment was, going to see my father for the first time at his gravesite. And for those of you who don't know, my father passed very, very young. He was 18 and I was, I believe, 2 months, 2 months and like 8 days old. I was very young. So he was unalived. And I went to his gravesite, I think for the first time. I had to be maybe like 21 or something like that, 22, early 20s. And just a whole bunch of questions just like overwhelmed me at one time. Mm-hmm. Just all questions. Like, what if? Like, am I doing the right thing? Like, would he be proud? Is there something he could have taught me that I don't know yet? Mm-hmm. Would he and my mom be together still? Right. Just a whole, would I come from a 2-parent household? Mm-hmm. Would my relationships be better? Would I know how to handle or deal with women a lot better than I do? Like, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I became really, really, really sad, and I started to cry right there, like rubbing his tombstone, and I heard a still small voice, say, "Hey, pick up yourself. You know, I got you now." And I know that was God.
Right.
I'm your father now.
Yeah.
And I understand that on earth you didn't have him and you wasn't guided and directed in whichever way you needed to be. But now cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if I just follow his footsteps, I won't lack anything, and he'll give me all of what I thought I was missing.
Right.
If I was missing, he'll restore it and then give it to me even more. My cup will be overflowing. So just all of those things is going through my head, and that's 21 is a young age, and me understanding at that time I'm very close in age to when he had passed away, and realizing, I got to see 21, and for me to say that, and my father didn't even see 21, it really meant a lot for me. So very, very sad moment, but it also kind of uplifted me. So I guess I can say that was both a very, treasured moment and a very terrible moment in the same.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to say that. Actually, that shocked me.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, we got to be transparent on here. People see through bull. Sure they want transparency, and that's what we're gonna give y'all for sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But all right, let's see if we can lighten the mood a little bit. Question number 19. If you, maybe after this question,
you scared me.
If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, is there anything you would change, and if so, what would it
be? If I knew,
yes,
in 1 year I would die suddenly.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Suddenly in 1 year only, 12 months.
I would mend relationships.
Okay.
Because I don't want to leave the earth knowing, and I don't want people to be down here like, oh my God, and I didn't get to, and I don't want anybody to say that.
Right.
So I would mend a lot of relationships. I would have more conversations. I would just talk to everybody. Anything you want to, tell me that you just whatever. I would just be very open that way. Okay. That's what I would, I guess, start with. Do. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What about
you? What I would do, I would really just make sure my alignment with my Heavenly Father is exactly where it needs to be, to the best of my ability.
Yes.
Obviously, even at our best, we're filthy rags. Yeah. I can't earn my way to heaven because it's a gift to begin with. I was just listening to earlier, but it's so true. Like, eternal life is a gift. It's not, you can't earn it. And so I would make sure that he understands how appreciative I am. Even more so if I knew I had a year to live, which is actually kind of sad to say. Like, why not just do and live every day as if it's your last in the first place? Yeah. But as human beings, we just sometimes don't fall into that category. We do not. Yeah. We take things for granted sometimes, and it's not even with malicious intent. It's just our minds is just so focused on so many other things. It's like, well, I'll get to that when I get to it, or I was just about to. I would have if you gave me a little bit more time. No, and it's just sometimes we have to prioritize when we have the 4 activities of our limbs, the blood running warm through our bodies, and we still have our mind. Our mind is not messed up. We have to make sure we prioritize what's important. And to me, that's the most important thing in my life.
Dang, that question hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dang, like you never know when you're leaving.
You never know.
You should always
don't.
Put your best forward.
And you should. And we don't. And again, we don't, not with ill intent. We just
think we have time.
Because life is just, it's always like pinching you in the butt. Like, come on, run a little faster. Come on, save a little bit more money. Come on, make a little bit more money. Come on, like it's just so much. So you have to sometimes really step out yourself and literally be a different person.
You do.
And be peculiar.
You do.
So, yeah, that's what
you do. Okay.
That's
good. Like that. That was good.
All right. So, remember, question number 16 said, what do you value most in a friendship? Right. But now question 20 says, what does friendship mean to you?
What does friendship mean?
What does it mean to you?
To me.
To be a friend.
To be a friend.
Yes.
Ooh, to be a friend. I mean, to be a friend is a lot of things, but just what comes to mind for me is just to be loyal.
Okay.
And to be just, transparent with me.
Mm-hmm.
But to be loyal, like if you're coming to my house, if I'm talking to you about delicate situations, if I'm being open with you, I almost see you as a family member. You know, so with my friendships, I value my friends like family. So I feel like just being loyal, you know, being upfront with me, being transparent with me. If you see something you don't like, you know, come to me on a humble level, talk to me, be open with me, you know, just the loyalty. Like, 100%. I'm loyal to you. I love you. I want to see the best for you. Like, yeah, loyalty like that.
I like that idea of what friendship means to you. Yeah. So loyalty is the word you use?
I would say loyalty, just being loyal. And then there's things that fall under it, but being loyal.
Makes sense. Perfect sense.
What about you?
I would say what friendship means to me is just in the no judgment space. So I think sometimes as friends, we tend to get to a place where we're judging ourselves first. Then we're judging where this friend is, or maybe appear to be in life, where that friend may appear to be in life. You know, where the friends that I at work, where they may be in life.
Right.
And it's just where we judge so much. And I think that it becomes uncomfortable sometimes as we grow as friends.
Yes.
Because we feel like, well, I didn't buy the house this year like so-and-so did. I didn't get the new car. I didn't get married like so-and-so got last year. So you start to withdraw yourself from the group because you don't feel adequate enough, or vice versa.
That's good.
You've accomplished so much. And then the ones around you that you guys used to be here, you start to judge them like, well, y'all need to step it up. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all need to go ahead because I've been X, Y, and Z. And just because God has blessed you in a certain season doesn't mean he's not going to bless them in a certain season.
I love that.
And I think we just start to judge each other so much. And I think, I promise you, I read it said, I think 40% of all adults today believe that they've lost one or two friends in their lifetime as an adult. Yeah, that's a pretty big number. That's almost half.
That is almost half.
And it goes to like, why? We've been friends all this long. It's easy to be a friend with someone when you guys are children, because all you want to do is play and walk, you know. And but when you become an adult and the responsibilities start to kick in, I think everyone just tends to be for themselves.
They do. I hate it.
It's such a not selfless, but full of me. Yes. And we judge everybody and everything around us if they don't fit our criteria.
Everything.
And I think if we can just be friends again, everybody can be friends. If I got something, if I can show you how I got it.
Right.
If you're a friend and you can show me how you got something, there's no judgment, period.
Right.
Just, I want to uplift somebody else. I think we'd be in a much better space. So I would say no judgment for sure. Yeah. That's what friendship means to me. Yeah. And I'm speaking also not just from what I've read, but from personal experience.
I love that.
Like I've had personal experiences.
We have to elaborate on that because that's really good.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Personal experiences.
Jealousy,
and
judgment.
It's just a lot. It has been a lot.
All of that. Yeah. I like that answer a lot. That was good.
Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetheart. Question number 21.
Okay.
You ready?
21.
All right. What roles do love and affection play in your relationship? Or technically, it says life. So you don't necessarily have to narrow it down to your intimate relationship with your partner, but love and affection from anybody.
So I'm a sensitive girl. I am. My love language is physical touch and spending time. Quality time. And love and affection for me, it's just so important. So when you say what role it plays, like the percentage, it's like 100% for me. It's almost like a deal breaker for me, because I value it so much, I need it so much, and I give it so much. I can't fathom and seem to understand or comprehend when somebody's not like that.
Right.
It offends me. So
judgment.
It does. Judgment. It just offends me because I'm just like, I'm loving. Do you want something to drink? Sit down, take your shoes off, whatever, wherever we are. You know what I'm saying? Do you need a ride? I'm just so affectionate, so loving. I just can't. So for me, it's like 100%. Now, if you're sick, I don't expect that from you. I do have a little leniency depending on the situation. But for me, if I'm sick, I'm looking for that 120% for love and affection. So it's just give and take. But I need a lot of it.
Push and pull, yeah.
I need a lot of it. I will admit that. Honestly, I will. This is a really good question, baby. I know it's different for me.
Okay.
So I just want to hear from you. Like, what roles do love and affection play in your life?
Love and affection. I believe that love. I think everything that you should do, or everything that we do, should be done with love.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way we attacked attack I'm sorry and the way we present ourselves with tasks, sometimes the reason why we can see ourselves backing off or stopping, what we set our minds to, is because we don't first love it.
Right.
And I believe that, and so it is with what you have personally in your life going on as far as goals in your relationship. I believe that you need to always love your partner, and everything about your relationship needs to be done with love. And I think sometimes, like, let's say you guys had an argument just recently, or you don't really feel it, you don't have 100% today. Right. I think sometimes we can get to the place where we're just going through the motion, and love sometimes is on the back burner, and it's like, well, I'm gonna do it because I kind of have to. Yeah. And I think that the person needs to always feel loved first. Okay. And that goes with, spending time with your partner, understanding their wants and needs, their love language, the things that they like and dislike. I think that plays a big part in love. Now, on the flip side, with affection, I believe in some women. Okay, now don't hate me when I say this. Some women feel like affection is only physical. I'm gonna say that. Okay. Now, some men may do too, but I think for most women, they feel like, okay, well, he doesn't show affection, and the first thing we go to is touch. Touch, yeah. It's touch. I agree. He didn't touch me last night, so we're not affectionate. Right. I believe sometimes affection is not necessarily touching me all the time, but just understanding what my wants and my needs are. Sometimes just asking about my day. If I'm having a bad day, if I'm kind of short with my answers, kind of giving me my space. Affection is also giving a person their space. Yeah. I really do feel that way. And I think we sometimes smother each other sometimes with the word affection, or you're not close enough, or I need you to hold me or grab me up. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But some people, both men and women, they would like to be loved sometimes from a distance. Right. From a distance sometimes. It's the hard truth. Very hard truth. But I believe that sometimes we tend to take things a little overboard as it comes, or when it relates to affection. Now, I feel like to solve that problem, right, I'm trying to be careful with my words here, I won't get in trouble. I think we need to, first of all, acknowledge that we are two different individuals. We need to acknowledge that we have two different love languages, and that affection sometimes comes in the form of allowing the person to come to you. Whether it being man or woman. I know a lot of men who just need a lot of affection, who are very insecure with their woman, who needs to be told every single day, I love you, I love you. Not because they're in love, or not because that they trust their woman, but because they are very insecure with themselves, and sometimes the place that they put their relationship in themselves. And I've been making a lot of sense here, and if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, please leave a comment below and I'll explain further. But I think sometimes we have to just understand, in layman's terms, the individual that we're with. And that can be, honestly, that has nothing to do also with your intimate relationship, but your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad. Like, some people just need different forms of affection and love. And I believe that it plays, I believe, 100% in my life, both affection and love, right, but it's just a different form sometimes. And I understand both sides. Yep. So, yeah.
No, I get it. And even when we played cards the other night,
that's a form to me of affection.
I was realizing that when we were playing cards, I don't like to play cards, guys. I only started playing cards since I met him. Right. I'm not a games person, so I like playing the cards. We play Phase 10. Yeah. But I realized it's a form of affection. Like, it's quality time, but it is a form of affection. Yeah. It is. Because you're giving that person what they want.
Yeah, and it's to me, affection, the first word that comes to my mind when I think of affection is closeness. And closeness just means we're on the same page. That's it. We're on the same exact page. We're on the same wave. We understand each other. We understand the moment that we're having.
Right.
And I think some people get lost in well, I want to be this, and this person don't want to be that. Right. They're not showing affection. Well, don't come off so aggressive too, with affection.
Right.
Allow that person to show you that they can be affectionate.
Right.
Don't smother a person.
Right. Give them a chance.
Man or woman. I've experienced this with both. Yeah. It being like friends. Let me rephrase that. I haven't experienced it with a man. But my point I'm making is I've experienced with other people, other men. They've told me, just in conversation, like sometimes it can come off a bit like smothering. Yeah. And it seems that we men don't really like to be smothered for the most part.
Right.
And women don't mind it. So, we got to make sure that we understand, first of all, each other's anatomy. Because men and women are bred differently. We're born with different characteristics and attributes. And we have to make sure that we understand that.
Right.
So,
okay.
That's my point.
This is a really good question. Definitely want to hear from you guys.
Absolutely.
What you think. Let us know out of all the questions that we discussed today.
So far.
Answer any of them. And yeah, we want to hear from you guys. So please comment, please like.
And subscribe.
Because we want to be monetized.
Please, absolutely.
Please subscribe. Can't stress it enough. But there will be a part 3. So stay tuned. Is that what you did?
Absolutely.
Is that what you did in the beginning?
Did I?
You did.
No, I wouldn't. It wasn't as shouldery as you're doing it, but it was more groovy. Yeah, it was more groovy. But again, you do you, and I'm gonna do me.
Right.
That's what makes us a couple.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned for part 3.
Yep.
See you.
Absolutely.